Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. I think everyone out there knows I like SIG Sauer. They're probably my second favorite semi-automatic gun. Next to Beretta, they're my second favorite manufacturer. Just love them, like most everything they make. And I wanted to talk today about their newest thing they got coming out, which I'm sure a lot of you have already seen. It is the P365-380. And I wanted to talk today because I wanted to say, what the fuck were they thinking? I mean, I like SIG Sauer. I'm not a SIG detractor. I'm not one of these other channels out there that says shitty things about them because they won't pay them money to say good things. I actually like them. But this, I'm like, what is the point? I think they missed a big opportunity here. Now, I understand why they're making a 380. So it'll have less recoil. So, people who have problems with small guns in 9mm can still buy one. It gives them another option. But here's the thing. You can get low recoiling 9mm that has about the same recoil as any type of decent 380. Hornady makes a brand of it with a little pink ribbon on it even. My sister loves their 380 ammo or 38 special ammo. They do make a 9mm, and like I said, very similar recoil to 380. This really wasn't needed. But I understand you want to make new versions of guns all the time so that you can sell something new. But I think this was not just something that didn't need to be made, but it's a missed opportunity. I said in the past when talking about 30 Super that it isn't for me and it doesn't really have a lot of pluses or a lot of places where it would be a good idea, a lot of applications where it's a positive, but this would have been one of them. Instead of going down to a 380, which holds exactly the same number of rounds as the 9mm does, it's just more limited because you can't go up to higher power like you could if you just shot lower power 9mm in it. Instead of doing like I said, the 380 that has the same 10 rounds, you could have possibly done a 12-round magazine if you'd have gone to 30 Super. This is the one place it made sense in these little tiny 9mm guns that have 10+1 capacity. The thing about the 30 Super is you would give up a little bit of power on the 9mm, but it would still be more powerful than the 380, but have similar recoil to the 380, but would hold a couple extra rounds. So SIG really missed the boat on this. This should have been the SIG Sauer P365-380 30 Super Carry. Because like I said, this is one of the few places it would be a positive. This is where the 30 Super would shine in one of these small 9mm guns, making it higher capacity. Because that's the only place it's any good. Either that or putting it in guns that are already little pocket 380s. Although, and I'm not got anything against that. I like pocket 380s as much as the next guy, as long as the next guy doesn't like sticking guns in his pocket, which I don't. I don't even like my keys in my pocket. I have said many times I can't even stand to put my key fob for my car in my pocket. I hook it on my belt with a clip like a lesbian because I can't stand stuff in my pockets. My pants are, I haven't bought new pants in a while, and I'm not as young as I used to be. My pants are mostly full of me. I'm filling up most of my pockets, extra blubber and stuff. So I don't like things in my pockets. I don't really care for pocket guns, but that's where the 30 Super would shine. A P365-30 Super Carry would have been a much better idea than a P365-380. And the only reason I can figure they did it is because it was easier. What do they got to change? Very little. They don't have to change hardly anything in the gun. No exterior dimensions at all. Almost nothing inside. Just magazines pretty much. So they went with the cheap way to produce another gun that they could possibly sell. I just don't think it was that good of an idea to go to a 380 because I think if most people know anything, they know you can get 9mm that would have the same recoil, and it would actually be cheaper than the 380. 380 is more expensive than 9mm. Now 30 Super is more expensive than 9mm also, and maybe even a little more expensive than 380. but at least you get more rounds in the gun. And it does have a little more power than 380. So just would have been a positive all the way around. Would have been something I would have found interesting. I would have found this gun interesting in the 30 Super Carry, but just taking it to a 380, I mean, I'm sure some people will love it, but for me, it just seems like it was a cheap way to make a new gun that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but they're hoping I guess they'll sell them to people. I mean, that's usually their intent when they make these, to sell them to people. Crazy how the market works. But to me, this doesn't sound like a cool new gun as much as it does just an enormous missed opportunity. All right, everybody, with that being said, I want to move on here and share a little feel-good story with everyone from TYM-PPP. A lot of you out there already know I run TYM-PPP. Well, I don't run it. Other younger, less lazy people than me run it. I just facilitate it. And I wanted to share a little story with everyone because we recently had a recipient in California who sent in and said, you know, I'm trying to better my life. I just got certified for security jobs. Actually, I got certified for armed security. But, you know, you need to have a firearm to be able to work armed security because they don't provide it. You have to provide your own. He can't afford to provide his own. So he took a shot at registering for TYM-PPP so that he could maybe afford to buy a firearm, so that he could further his career and move into higher paying jobs in his new security job. Well, he was a recipient. We were able to get him a G17 that he was able to obtain from an FFL down there because that was a legal gun in the state of California. And now, because he obtained that gun, he's able to further his career. He's able to better himself. And I think a lot of people think that guns, that's all they're about, is just self-defense and protecting your family and just violent things, or else just going to the range and plinking. That's all they think guns are about. But guns are about so much more. Like in this case, he was able to further his career and progress along a path in life to better his life in general, just because he was able to obtain that firearm. And there's so many other circumstances where just a gun coming into the family changes minds about firearms, gives people more confidence that they're safe and secure so that they feel better every day. Guns are so much bigger than what a lot of people like to just turn them into. They like to turn them into just little killing machines. But really, they're opportunity, in my opinion. They are exercising your rights. They are feeling like your family is safe, even if you're not there and your wife knows how to use it. You know, and it also brings families together sometimes in just learning how to use it. Like wife and a husband, maybe an older child, 18, 19 years old, still lives at home. Teach them how to use it. Brings families together and even changes attitudes. And sometimes it even helps change people's lives because they get to further their careers. So I just wanted to share that with everybody because I don't know about you, but I like hearing when guns actually have a positive effect on people's life. And this was definitely one of those times. And it's definitely one of the reasons that I actually do TYM-PPP, even though often it's a pain in the ass to do it. And with that being said, I am completely out of time. I want to thank everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back again tomorrow. Until then, I just want to remind everyone out there to always carry and stay safe until I see you again.